Hey everybody, today we're making apple oatmeal muffins out of fresh apples. It only takes one apple, y'all. This is a simple recipe. It's apple season. Now this muffin recipe is not your usual muffin recipe. A lot of the muffins that we make and that you make have a cake-like texture, a lot of flour, shortening, that sort of thing. But this is more of a natural. This has oatmeal, it has apples in it, has half a cup of flour. So it's more of your natural ingredients. It does have sugar, and we'll talk about that as we go along. But this muffin is going to be different. It's going to be delicious. So let's get started and get it going. Okay, now that we have all of our ingredients together, let's make our apple oatmeal muffins. We're starting out with 1/4 of a cup of whole milk. 1/4 of a cup of whole milk. To that, I'm adding 1/3 of a cup of applesauce. Now you can use the regular applesauce that has sugar, or you can use applesauce that doesn't have sugar, the unsweetened, whichever you want. So we're just going to start stirring that around. Next, we're adding 1 cup of white granulated sugar. And I know you're thinking, that's a lot of sugar. Well, if you don't want as much sugar, then you know what to do. You just cut back and don't add as much. But I'm going to be using a tart apple, so I think that I need it in mine because we kind of like our sweet. Now, next we're going to add 1/2 cup of quick cooking oats, and this is uncooked quick cooking oats. We're just stirring it all together. This is going to be good, y'all. It's fall, it's apple season. We need to be using these fresh fruits and vegetables that are in season and stocking our kitchen with all of this wonderful food that we've been blessed with. Now we're ready to add our dry ingredients. I have sifted together 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, cinnamon, and baking powder. Now I have the recipe at the beginning of the video, but I sifted my flour and then I measured. I always tell you that. Sift your flour and then measure it. So that's 1/2 cup of flour. I put it back in my sifter and I added 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, and I added 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and then I sifted it together. So let's add that to our mixture. We don't want to over mix this. We just want to make sure that we get all of the dry ingredients incorporated and moistened. So we'll just keep mixing just like that. Takes a little while to do this, so we'll just be patient and we'll talk and we'll enjoy each other's company while we mix this up. So we're just mixing it together. That looks good. Got it all mixed together. And now we just have one more ingredient, the special ingredient to me, and that's 1 apple. And I peeled and I cored and chopped my apple. Now I ran mine through some pineapple juice because, you know, I told you that I keep the little small cans of pineapple juice in my pantry so that when I peel apples, I can run it through there and they don't turn brown on you. We've talked about that before, but that's a good tip. So now we're ready to put this in our muffin tins. I preheated our oven to 400 degrees, and today I'm using, this is supposed to make 6 muffins. I have 8 in my muffin tin here, and today I'm using the parchment paper cupcake liners. Aren't those cute? And they're just so fitting for this apple recipe. So now we're ready to fill these cups. Okay, I'm finishing up filling our cups. I have 9 cupcakes, and I'm placing about probably a good full quarter of a cup of mixture in each one. I have stirred this and got it all in there, and I tried to even it out. So that's 9, and now these are ready to go in the oven on 400 degrees, and we're going to bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'll check them at 15, and when they get done, I'll be back. Our muffins are done and ready to come out of the oven. Don't they look delicious? You can tell that the one in the center on the back I overfilled a little bit, so I'll eat that one. Okay, y'all, it's my favorite time of my own show. It's taste time. Let me show you these muffins. Now, the muffins kind of sank. I want to be real honest with you. They kind of sank in the cupcake liner, but it's because of the ingredients that we used. They rose up. And I could have put more batter in it, but then it would have come out on the sides and you would have had a true muffin top. But I love these little parchment paper cupcake liners. So I'm just going to tear this off. We're going to look at it together. And this is moist, y'all, so don't think that it's not done. I'm just tearing this off so that you can see it. It is moist. Look at that. And that's the apple. This is going to taste like baked apples. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's already good. But it is moist. So you would probably want to serve it on a plate with a fork. But let's taste it. That is very, very, very moist. It's really, really good. Nothing dry about this. And you'll almost think that it's not done, but it is done. It's just the baked apples. Remember, we only used a half a cup of flour. I hope you'll try these. Yeah, it just takes a few ingredients and 1 apple. So give this a try. And I'll see you again really, really soon.